Now then boys, how the fuck are you guys doing? I'm coming in today with a story time for you guys. I'm going to be telling you about the time I did 14 grams of MD in one sitting with a few of my mates. And this story is fucking crazy. I turned into a fucking retard by the end of it and probably fried 100,000 brain cells along with it. So let's get straight into it. So this story all begins when a couple of my friends, they hit me up. They're like, yo, do you want to buy some MD? We can get it at a ridiculous price. And like, how much? Like £100 for 14 grams of MD. And it's like top quality shit as well. And I was like, holy fuck. So I instantly like throw 50 in. I'm like, yeah, I'm throwing 50. Half of that shit's mine. But I ended up sharing it with my friends anyway, because they always share shit with me. So I was just like, yeah, why not? What the fuck? Yeah, so basically, my other friend, she puts in 50 as well, so we can get this MD. And our plan was, we had a friend who had a free house, and he was like, you guys can come through, you guys can chill, we can just get fucked, you know, nothing to worry about, pretty much. So, you know, we all arrived to our friend's house, you know, fucking how seen out each other are, and we decided to do our first bomb. Now, if you guys don't know what a bomb is, it's pretty much like a MDMA wrapped in a rolling paper or like a Rizzler, and you swallow it like you would with a pill. So it's kind of like the same idea as like a ecstasy pill, but yeah, it's just a lot better than sniffing MD. Because if you guys have ever tried to do that, it's fucking horrendous. It's genuinely horrendous. The backdrop and the burn of your nose you get, it's just bleh! It's fucking disgusting. So yeah, we do our first bomb, and you know, we're all vibing. But my other friend, let's just call him Charlie. I asked him if I could use his name, but he said like nah. So I was like, okay, I'll just call you Charlie. He did 3 like straight away, and I was like, are you fucking ridiculous? Honestly, you guys should never do that. Like, don't listen to Charlie because he could have fucking died, the retard. He did 3, and I'm like, and he was like, I'm not a fucking pussy, bro. I'll fucking do what I want. I was like, okay, man. Alright, well, whatever you say. 30 minutes later, the kid throws up in the toilet. I like, you're right, Charlie, you're right, man. And he comes out dancing. He's like, yeah, bro, I'm fine. Comes out dancing, gurning his twat off, mate. I'm like, oh, this kid's fucked. So kind of later on in the night, I do a couple more bombs, and I'm feeling it. Like, I'm feeling this shit, man. But I'm just vibing at this point. All my friends are vibing. Just having an amazing time, to be honest. But we come to the realization, like, we have bought way too much. We have literally bought so much that we surely we couldn't finish it. So we get a couple of our friends to come through, pull up and buy some off us, because we have some people that wanted to buy some. But we ended up selling it and making all of our money back anyway. So I got all of this for free, pretty much. So people pulled up in their car, we just dropped it to them because my mate had a free house, so they could just pretty much do whatever the fuck we wanted. And then my boy Arthur hit me up and he's like, yo bro, can me and a couple of my friends come through, can we get some? I'm like, sure, man. And when he messages me, right, I'm on Snapchat, and I look, you know, the camera on Snapchat, I look at that and my eye is like fucking spazzing out. Like, my eye is like my eye is looking one way and my other one is looking another, and I was just seeing 2 of everything, and I was like tripping balls. I remember one time, like, I was looking at my arms and it was double vision, and I had 4 arms, and I remember I put like my arms together and I had 3 arms. That was the weirdest shit. Like, it's so hard to describe, but if you guys have ever had that experience and you've put your arms together, you can make 3 arms, and it looks so weird. But it's hard to explain, but yeah. So me and my friend's girlfriend, we come out of this house and we go to drop it off to my boy Arthur. And when we leave this guy's house, it's like a passageway, and then you're out on the street pretty much. However, me and me and my me and my friend's girlfriend could only describe it as like walking through a portal, because I remember looking out and at the whole, like, I felt like I was on an acid trip, like a full-on blown acid trip on this MD. I know you guys think, oh, you can't really trip off MD. You can if you do enough. You can, and it's fucking mental. So, you know, the street was like moving, everything was moving. We go to this place called Cinder Path, where we're going to drop this MD off to my mates, and I remember walking down the street and it felt like we was on a treadmill, like it felt like we was on a full-on treadmill. But I felt bad for my friend's girlfriend, because she was going on a bad like trip. She was so like scared. And I was like, come on, you're fine. You can't really bad trip off MD. Little did I know that happened to me later on in the night, but we'll get to that. I remember walking down this path without my shirt on because I was sweating buckets. Like, it was like 1 AM at night at this point, and I was sweating my tits off. But yeah, I remember looking up in the moon with my friend's girlfriend, and the moon looked like the moon off Minecraft. It looked pixelated, which was really funny. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that on like psychedelics or anything, but that was fucking amazing. And we finally see my friends, and they just look at me like in pure disgust of how like fucked I am, and they start pissing themselves laughing, because I'm like, so nice to see you guys. Oh, you're my best friend. You know how you are, like MD. Yeah, oh, by the way, I'll insert a video of how fucked like me and my mates were. Like, I was like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone this bad ever on MD, ever. Yeah, so we give this MD to my friend, and we head back. And my friend Arthur is like, "Yo, I'm staying at a house near you. You can come through later on in the night if you want." So I'm like, "Okay, sound." We go back, we do a few more bombs, and then, like, the thing is, the people I was with two couples, like two boyfriend and girlfriend kind of thing, and I was kind of third wheeling this whole thing. But I don't really mind, like, they didn't mind me there, but I was like, guys, I'm gonna head off, I'll come back later on in the night, but I'm gonna go meet Arthur. And they're like, yeah, that's fine, don't worry about it. So I go and meet Arthur, and he's at this house with about 6 other people. Like, half of them, or yeah, like 4 of them are on the MD, and the other 2 are smoking weed. And I walked to his house. It took me like 20 minutes, but like, I remember, like, as soon as I came to the door and I called Arthur, but I remember seeing someone who wasn't there, and he ran up to me and he spoke to me, and then Arthur answered the door. So I was like, I kind of just brushed it off. I thought, ah, look at that, my eyes playing tricks on me, haha, very funny. So I go into this house, right, and this is kind of one of the weirdest houses. It's this guy's house called Brandon's. And he's like a 20-year-old guy, but he always seems to have kids over at his house, like doing fucking drugs. And I just find it so weird. It's like so nonsense, but yeah, I just kind of came there to see my mate. We made the funniest TikTok there, which I'll put in. With this other kid, and this other kid, Lewis, he was so funny. He was tripping balls. He was running around the house thinking there were people trying to kill him. And it was the most, like, he was going fully skids. Like, he was going fully, like, mental disorder, like, fucking schizophrenia kind of shit. That was, I don't know why I found that so funny. But when I'm at this house, I'm on the fattest come down. I'm already on the come down, it's like 2 AM. And I'm like, oh my god. No, I think it's about 5 AM at this point. I was at this house about 5 AM. I was like, I'm on the fattest come down. Like, I know when I wake up in the morning, it's going to be horrendous. So they're all like, I think I sniffed a line of MD there. I don't know why. But I just refused to do it anymore after that, because I felt like physically ill. Like, just physically sick to the fucking core. And it's like I'm feeling really sad, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'm off back to my mates. I'm gonna go sleep, go wake up. Because to be fair, like, if you can sleep on MD, you should, because the come down in the morning won't be as bad. But of course I go back. Everyone's still awake at my mate's house. They're still doing bombs. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing with your lives, mate? You're all fucking degenerates. And they're like, okay. So it's about 6 a.m. at this point. Oh no! I forgot to tell you guys, right? When I was coming back from this, when I was walking back to my mate's house at night, I was coming back and I kept seeing people, like people would run at me, scream in my face, and then disappear. And I was hearing voices in the wind. I was on a bad trip, like how my mate's girlfriend was when we went to drop off at MD. And I'll tell you guys, it's fucking scary. So scary. So when that shit started happening to me, I sprinted back to Alex's house, or my mate's house. I sprinted back. I was just shitting my pants. But I come back and I'm trying to sleep. Like, but this is the weird thing. Like on MD, you cannot sleep at all. You cannot sleep at all. Like some people can do it, and I find that really weird. Some people can do it like really well. Like one of my good friends, she can do it. But what happens to me, and I'm sure this happens to a lot of you guys as well, like you'll try and go to sleep, but you'll think something is happening in your head. Like scenarios will play out in your head. Like I kept thinking someone was messaging me on Snapchat, but I'd look at my phone and there'd be no one messaging me, and I was in like a loop of doing that for about 3 hours, and that was so annoying. I think it got to about 10 in the morning. I go upstairs because I sleep on the sofa. Everyone else is sleeping upstairs. I go upstairs. They're all still awake, like moaning in pain. Like we were all on the maddest come down of my life. My friend, she slept for 10 hours, and I was like, what the fuck? How did he do that? And I woke her up, like, and asking, how the fuck did you sleep? And then she just went back to sleep straight away, and I was like, okay, what the fuck? All my other mates were fucking dying. Like, I had the worst headache, awful stomach pain, my mouth was chewed up, I was still tripping balls, My friend's girlfriend, right, she forgot her fucking phone password. Like all her brain cells were that fried, she forgot her phone password that she's had for years. I found that so funny. But it kind of rolls around to 12. I think we put on some food, like some chicken, but we had one bite of it. Like we made so much chicken, and we had one bite of it, and it was like, yeah, that's enough. That's enough for now. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, I've got to get the fuck out of it. I've got to go home, get in my bed, try and sleep. So I come home. Luckily, my mum's not home. Luckily, and I go to put on some food for myself because I was quite hungry at this point. Forgot how to work my oven. Literally completely forgot. I burnt my food. I couldn't do simple mathematics like addition. It wasn't possible in my brain. I couldn't comprehend adding. And yeah, I think that kind of wraps up the story, to be honest. I don't remember a lot of it because I was fucked, but I'm gonna put in some videos so you guys can see like how like bad I was. I think that's about it. I think we had a gram of MD left over, and my friends they started doing it the next day again as well. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what are you guys doing? And I think they got a NOS canister as well. I was like, okay, you're fucking all retarded. But yeah, that kind of wraps up the story, to be honest. Thank you boys for watching. I hope you boys take care, and I'll see you in the next one. But I've got some big things planned for this channel, so keep tuned, boys. Alright, in a bit.